You alright, Mark? You alright, mate? Good to see you. I ran out. Hello, comrade. How are you? You alright, mate? Looking beautiful again today. My pleasure. You okay? Good, good. Socialising, yes, yes.
Censorship?
Hey! Here's trouble, everyone. Yeah.
What was I left it?
Nah.
How you doing, alright?
Did you not come there? Well, I was there, yeah. I was running in the front, and I was watching, and everyone's throwing stuff. A lot of people just think, wait! Dave! Yeah.
Hey, my man. Here he is, filming me, filming him. You alright? Nice to see you, bruv. You alright, mate? Yeah. You alright, good?
Yeah, good.
You alright, bruv?
Yeah, you alright?
You alright? Nice to see you, mate. Yeah. Sorry I couldn't make Birmingham, but I think I was working and all that, but good to see you here.
You're coming to 22nd?
Yeah, oh yeah, I'll be there. Up at Nottingham, yeah. At Nottingham, yeah, I'll definitely be there, bruv, yeah.
Angry about what these men have done to our daughters. I hope you're angry because this has been sidelined and quietened down and hushed up by the media. They will not talk about it. I hope you're here because you're angry. And we are going to today, we're going to have some very good range of speakers for you, but we are going to express our anger and our frustration that the government has not got these men on a flight back to Pakistan. I'm told there are now 11 flights a week from London Heathrow to Pakistan. They need to be on one of those flights and on there soon. Now we've got a tight program, okay? Can you all hear me all right, okay? Are you angry? I can't hear you. Are you angry? Right, well later on we're going to let the whole of the Westminster know how angry we are, okay? So I hope you're in good voice. Are you in good voice? Okay, so we're going to let them know we are angry. We want them deported, okay? So, but there we go, that'll come later. Now, it's my real privilege and my honour to present Michelle from Women Against Groomers. She's travelled all the way down from Rochdale this morning to come and speak to us. Hearts of Oak, here we go. Been a long night. Hearts of Oak is very privileged to work with these extraordinary women who've been campaigning on behalf of the children in Rochdale and indeed across the northwest of the country. So will you please give a welcome to Michelle from Women Against Groomers. Michelle, come on up. Hold on, mine's on.
The gremlins have started already. Hi everybody, thanks for coming out to join us today. WAG, I'll give you a little bit of information on WAG. We're a support group. We work with victims of grooming, rape, child abuse. We work all over the Northwest. We've got ladies based all over the Northwest. But the thing we hear all the time is these men need deporting. Every time we speak to anybody in the Northwest, they want these men deporting. How can the victims get closure when these men are still here walking the streets of Rochdale, bumping into the victims in shopping centres. This has to stop. Now the thing is, the Home Office didn't waste time in deporting the Windrush families. They weren't convicted criminals, but yet these 3 men lost their British citizenship 2 years ago, and they're still in that town. The victims are still bumping into these men. This has to stop. How is the Rochdale Council, the police, the Home Office, and everybody who sits in that Parliament going to feel when there's another case about to hit the headlines in Rochdale, when this one still hasn't had closure? How do they think that the victims feel about that? They're showing them no respect, no honour, and no care whatsoever, and we demand care. After these men have been deported, we're not going to stop there. We're going to demand an inquiry into why Steve Garner, the head of Children's Services, was allowed to not answer himself at the inquiry. He said he was too ill, and then he gave his resignation and he's gone on to another job, working with vulnerable people. The lower people were the scapegoats that lost the jobs. The people at the top are still working in jobs with vulnerable people. They need to be gone. This is not justice for these girls, and there's hundreds of these girls. They know they're not getting the justice that they deserve. And we're not going to stop there. We're going to keep campaigning for more justice for every girl and every boy who's groomed as well. Sorry, I've lost my We're very sorry. What we'd like to know is, what is the delay? The men lost the British citizenship. They've still not been deported. If the Home Office have changed their mind, they need to tell us they've changed their mind and give us a reason. Or they need to deport the men now, ASAP. We haven't had any correspondence back from them. They've ignored our demands. They don't want to know. They think it'll just go away, but this problem isn't going away. And the fact that there's another case pending proves that it's not going away. And there's going to be more and more victims coming forward. So they need to show that they actually care. And we need justice. We had the best justice system in the world. The British justice system used to be envied around the world. It's become a joke. A complete joke. That's all I've got to say. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Winston Churchill is standing behind you. Winston Churchill is the greatest Englishman that ever lived. And the Marxists and the leftists and the Antifa scum want to take his statue down. I say this, and I speak for me, and I know I speak for all of you. Over my dead body, his statue is not coming down. They want to take Oliver Cromwell away as well. If you know anything about Oliver Cromwell, he's the father of British democracy. Churchill was the protector of democracy. Cromwell was the father of British democracy, and Cromwell knew what to do with traitors. What did he do with traitors? He beheaded them! And the left in this country today is treacherous. The left in this country today is wicked and evil, and we are right when we stand against the left and we say, this will not become a communist country. We will resist you, and like Churchill did against the fascists, we will win. Now, I'm not here today to tell you how great Britain is. You all know that anyway. But I want to say something to every man and woman in this crowd. Not only is Churchill and all the other statues that represent the great heroes of our country that are surrounding important, every single one of you standing here today are important. You are the backbone of this country. Give yourselves a round of applause. We don't need tens of thousands. We need hundreds who are committed to the cause and will do whatever it takes to save this country. And why are we here today? We're here today for one reason. We're here today because successive governments, successive police forces, local councils, left-wing politicians and the vile and disgusting Antifa and Stand Up to Racism have protected these paedophiles and demonised people that stand against them. That stops today. And I'm going to say something very explicit here, and I apologise for saying this. But I want you to think, I want to put what happened to those girls in Rochdale into context. Some of those girls that were raped by these monsters had plastic bags placed over their heads, and they were raped anally when they were 13 years old. Men that do that should be hung by the neck until dead. But we know we won't get the law changed for that to happen. Not with the lily-livered cowards in that house beside us. But what we can call for, and what we must call for, is a vaccine against this epidemic of the racist rape of the daughters of Britain. And the vaccination for these animals is deportation! I've got Simon on stage with me here. 3 years ago we stood here in this very square, black and white, united together. We stood against terrorism. Veterans Against Terrorism was formed 3 years ago. We came together from all racial backgrounds and all creeds, and we stood against all extremism. We're still standing against all extremism. And if you look over there where those policemen are standing, there's a plaque commemorating a veteran and a police officer. His name is Keith Palmer, and he gave his life for the service of his country. He gave his life fighting against the jihadists in the grounds of Parliament, literally 50 metres away from where we stand. I want everyone here to give a big cheer and a big round of applause to the memory of PC Keith Palmer, who died for your safety. And every police officer that has given their lives. And we think about the black police officer on London Bridge, PC Wayne Marcus. He fought those jihadis that attacked Borough Market. He survived, and he's alive today to tell the tale. Give PC Wayne Marcus a round of applause as well. And finally, I want to close on this, because I know we've got to get through a lot of a schedule here. I want to close on this very, very quickly. The left, the communists, Antifa are trying to foment a race war in this country. We will not let them. That's why the other subplot for this meeting today is black and white unite. We will stand together and we will fight against this. And the character of those Pakistani Muslim rapists demands that they get deported and sent back to the hellhole where they came from. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Very good indeed. Okay, I'm now going to introduce somebody who you may not know. He's a long-term friend of mine, and as we've said earlier, we are black and white unite, all girls matter. This friend of mine is a pastor. As you will see, he wears a dog collar. Now, I want to assure you that Hearts of Hope is a secular organisation, and so is Women Against Groomers. But nonetheless, we thought you'd like to hear
I know,
his particular turn and his particular angle on this particular problem. Give a big warm welcome, please, to Reverend George Hargreaves.
This is top on. That's the one that had the grey top on, that had the full mouth up there. And then when he was amongst us, he didn't have nothing.
Oh no, that was just... Hello, here they are. Here's trouble. Here's the other one. Oh, let's have another one. Two.
It's my friend over there, the pirate. She's got a friend.
See that, everyone? Two ladies. What can a patriot wish for, eh?
Yeah, pirate.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Just had a birthday. Yeah, definitely. I've been waiting too long.
And the people of this nation have had enough. We're not going to tolerate it anymore, and we know that they won't expose the truth about it, because when the whole of our nation, the whole of our establishment will be blown open, and there will be no
Nice one, fellas. Trump 2020.
Declaration.
Translate it to me, translate it.
It says, God is great.
Yeah, but normally people, when they're doing something development, the last actors say that. Well, most 9 out of 10 times. That's what the British people believe, and that's what I believe.
That's okay, because there's two sides, right? It's all offensive stuff. It is. I'm sorry, it's subjective, isn't it? Is it not subjective what somebody says? Whether it's
Keep shouting out like that.
Who her?
Yeah.
She can't be shouting that.
Oh, she was.
She can't be shouting that.
She certainly was.
Shouting that sort of abuse.
Allah Akbar. Allah Akbar.
Give her a stick down.
Allah. You hear that? She said, I support pedophiles.
You do.
Because I said Allah Akbar.
You do.
She said, I support pedophiles.
You do.
You hear that?
You do.
Allah Akbar. Allah Akbar. Allah Akbar.
Someone needs to pull it out its misery. You're right, bro. I know I'm on fucking Gianni over there.
Not come too close to the statue.
Hate speech. That's hate speech now. The scientists, it wasn't the church, it was the scientists.
Racial harmony.
They're confused.
Am I racist? Allah Akbar.
There we go. So she's just quoted Muhammad again, who believes in slavery. Sex slaves are okay. Sex slaves are okay.
She's got a pack of bacon in that bag.
The police are letting her stand here, even though they know she's being provocative.
Pedo protectors.
Yeah, pedo protectors.
Yeah. Is that the pirate up there?
Yeah. That's the pirate Antifa.
No, I know.
Where was you gone?
I just wondered what the smell was, where the smell was drifting from.
Boris Johnson, actually, Boris Johnson was arrested. Is either my brother not now? Remember, he was
You're right, Lister. Peace, brother.
What did the police go to speak with
You're
Boris
this, I'm going to
Johnson?
ask her a question about where she's from, what culture.
They are marching.
So what country are you from? The raping gang. 434. Hey, do you want to get the Quran?
Whereabouts, what culture are you from? Boris Johnson will never get charged.
I don't care about Boris, I'm bothered about Muhammad.
So what culture are you from?
Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe. What's that?
Paper talk.
No, Africa.
Paper talk.
A conversation.
Boris Johnson never got arrested. That's paper talk.
Racial hatred and anger towards Muslims.
She's
Surah 434, could you quote that to me, please?
So you think marrying a 9-year-old is right? So you think marrying a 9-year-old is right? 6-year-old. Marrying a 9-year-old or a 6-year-old girl? You're right. No answer. No answer. Yeah, you know it's wrong. You know it's wrong.
So your book?
Yeah. So you carry on with your pedos. Grooming our little girls.
Black people raising it as well. That's the middle one, isn't it?
Yeah.
What? Black people raising it.
There you go. He's a good prophet.
God bless Donald Trump, everyone. Trump 2020, that's what we want. It's churchy up there.
Hello,
There they are.
How are you? You alright?
Two very dodgy ladies, these. Me Julie.
Yeah.
Aye.
Very warm. Very warm. Muggy, isn't it?
Is it because I is black?
Yeah.
Me Julie. A good old D.
Hello, how is everybody?
Fine,
We've got
fine,
many
fine.
on here.
And I'm a believer in freedom of speech. But there were people over there today saying that this country is a racist country. Listen, this country is not a racist country. This country is the least racist country in the whole world. It's the most tolerant country in the whole world. And the defamation of this country needs to stop. And these men need to be deported. They need to be deported because they are rapists. Not because of their skin color, not because of their religion, simply because they raped young British girls. The law must be equal. There's a statue that stands on top of the Old Bailey. It has a balance for equality. It has a blindfold across the eyes to say that the law is not blind, that the law is blind. It's blind to race, it's blind to religion. It should be equally applied to every single person of this country. All British lives matter. Deport the Rochdale 3 now! I'll need the second mic. It's plugged in. Can you hear that? All right, let's sing a song together. I, for one, I'm a proud British man. I'm proud of this nation, I'm proud of its heritage, I'm proud of its history, and I'm proud of its culture. And as long as we stand together, the culture of this nation will not be disintegrated. It always has been, and it always will be, the land of hope and glory. Land of hope and glory, Mother of the free, how shall we extol thee, whom is born of thee, wider still and wider shall thy bounds be set. God who made thee mighty, make thee mightier yet. God who made thee mighty, make thee mightier yet. Let's sing it out. Land of hope and glory. Land of hope and glory, Mother of the free, how shall we extol thee,
Who is born of thee? Wider, wider still and wider shall thy bounds be set. God who made thee mighty, make thee mightier yet. God